burn fat and build your best body ever. So I'm going to share with you some simple hacks on how to burn fat. Stuff that can't just be learned in a 15-second video. So that's why this one is just a little bit longer. So you may want to grab a pen and a paper. I'm going to share with you a couple key things, just some fat burning hacks that you may enjoy. So the first thing is to have a clear, specific goal. Know exactly what it is you want to achieve. That's the very first thing when I'm working with people that we get clear on this. I have to know it so I know how to help them get what they want. And then it's important for that person, you, to know exactly what it is you want so that you're focused in on it and that you can be achieving your goals. Have you ever heard you can't hit a target if you don't know where the target is? If you're not clear on your target, then it's going to really be a challenge, right? So now once you have your goal clear and specific, imagine that it's almost like you're creating a house or a building and you want to have a blueprint. So just consider having that blueprint. Matter of fact, for a free series, what I'm calling my 21-day fitness academy, it's totally free. Feel free to go to fit.fitness and just sign up on that website right there. It might say 21-day free fitness challenge. You'll get an email every day from me for 21 days that's going to teach you layer upon layer on how to work on your mindset. That's really that first part that I'm trying to get across to you, is know exactly what it is you want to achieve and then build that mindset. And there's a lot of different ways to build that mindset, but that will help you. Right. Now, after you have your clear goal, then consider backing it up with the 5 fundamentals of fitness. I'm going to share with you some specific hacks, but proper training, nutrition, recovery, supplementation, and mindset. Now with the training, consider adding some muscle to your long-term game of your fitness game. As you build muscle onto your frame, that is going to speed up your metabolism, just your day-to-day metabolism. Some studies believe that for every 1 pound of lean muscle tissue that you build, your body is going to burn an extra 50 to 100 calories extra per day at rest. So that's something to consider. So you gain about 5 pounds of muscle, you're going to speed up your metabolism anywhere from 50 or 250 to 500 calories extra per day at rest. So long term, consider having some sort of routine that you're building muscle with, right? Then in the short term, consider your cardiovascular game. You know, what are you doing for that? There's lots of different strategies on that. If you have the time, consider doing 2-a-day sessions. If you want to speed up the progress, do some cardio in the morning, some cardio at night. How long should you go? Well, it just depends on where you're at on your journey. Just even walking 5-10 minutes can be a challenge to a lot of people. So start there. Start with something small, work up. Eventually, work it up to a level where you can do 30 to 40 minutes in the morning, 30 to 40 minutes at night. If you have that kind of time and desire, that will accelerate your cardio. And it doesn't have to be intense. It could be on a slight incline on a treadmill for 30-45 minutes. It could be starting just like that. So that's a very specific hack. Now, with nutrition, consider adopting a plant-based diet. That's one thing that I share with a lot of my clients for many reasons. A couple, if you're open to learning more about it, consider watching 2 documentaries I recommend. You can find them on a lot of the streaming channels, Netflix, YouTube, Amazon, I'm hearing has them. It's called The Game Changers, T-H-E, Game Changers, and then Forks Over Knives. So consider those 2 strategies. And if you can get enough food, if you can, this isn't for everyone, but this is just something to consider, intermittent fasting. So in a basic strategy, there's a lot of different strategies behind it. That's why it's best if we do this one-on-one. Talk about this for your specific situation, but just in general, what's been studied is about 8 hours of the day eating and 16 hours of the day not eating. So like maybe eating from 10 to 6 and not eating from 6 p.m. to 10 a.m. the next day. Does that make sense? So you're having 8 hours where you're eating and you're having 16 hours where you're not eating. So that's, and then if you make it whole food plant-based and you get everything you need within that, oh my gosh, you're going to see how wonderful it feels, right? So those are a couple of key strategies right there. So proper training, nutrition, recovery. Consider getting about 7.5 to 9 hours sleep a night. Supplementation. There's a lot of strategies on that. We could do a whole nother topic on that, but supplement intelligently. And then last but not least is the mindset. That's what really is going to carry the long term, is the mindset. Your mindset is what's going to take you the distance in this fitness game. This is sort of like you're out in the ocean. And imagine that you're swimming in the ocean and you're going against the current. The current's trying to push you one way, but you're trying to swim to the other way, making those strides. But life is going to keep bringing you obstacles. But consider the daily disciplines is what's going to get you through it. The exercising, the nutrition, the recovery, the supplementation, the mindset. That's going to keep you in the game long term. I hope that makes sense. So consider these tips on burn fat and build your best body ever.